Is it? Oh,
And
it
we're live.
is. Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
All right. So if you set your notifications, you're going to be here right from the beginning. You will not miss a moment of this. Hi, Ben. This is not nap time. We got to churn out the back half of this podcast.
You
here.
know, for a meal that had so much sugar in it, I'm like beat.
But that's what happens with sugary meals. Because we did, we're doing brunch. I mean, we're going to repeat this once we start taping the podcast, but we're doing a brunch for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Because you want to make a Mother's Day brunch. So it was baked French toast.
Buddy, that was wild. It was good, but it was like heavy,
Oh, yeah.
and I want to just lay down on your floor and take a sleep.
I know.
Take a nice
Let's get in for the
slumber.
back half of the podcast.
Okay.
Welcome in, guys. All right, back after the dinner break. And this week it was French toast. It was breakfast for dinner. So we did a baked French toast. That was my own creation, that recipe
It
tonight.
was very good. It was.
Thank you.
I had never had anything like that. It had
Thank you.
a lot of orange zest
Yeah.
in there, like a lot of orange flavors, and then what did I say? Oh, maybe some nutmeg.
Nutmeg was in there.
It's very good.
You were doing a lot of
I was
trying
trying
to figure out what was in it.
I don't think I have a very advanced palate. Unfortunately, I can never
But
describe
you're
food well.
playing a little guessing game with the food though, and trying to figure out what's in it. You did
my
a good
best.
job.
And it was good. It also had some sausage. Was that food? Just regular Food Line sausage?
There was not sausage in the baked
no,
French
sorry,
toast,
that was on the side. And accoutrement.
yeah, I mean, what you're doing like a brunch buffet.
Yeah.
The baked French toast is a great, easy thing because you can make it the night before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then it even just gets better once all of the custard gets into the bread. It just kind of becomes one delicious thing.
So what was the orange? Well, like, did you actually zest orange in
So
there?
this is where it is, and I got to give a shout out to Martha Stewart because I've been making her French toast for a long time, and hers has what they call the orange zest in it.
Mhm.
So you take the special thing and you take the peel on the outside of the orange.
You zest
You
it.
put that in there, and then she also puts in Grand Marnier,
Ow.
which is orange liqueur.
Shout out
Orange booze.
Martha.
Man. And I think those two things really are so nice with the maple syrup. It's a nice one too.
Nice little contrast.
Yeah.
of
Yeah, it
your
is.
regular sugary sweet.
Well, and I mean, you're talking about something that's a bunch of eggs and whole milk and butter and bread, so it's very heavy. So that little light cutting of the orange is kind of needed.
It was
I think.
refreshing.
Yeah, it's
It was
refreshing.
refreshing.
You had a refreshing French toast.
It was extremely.
For dinner.
I feel quenched.
And that is such an interesting thing about sweet breakfast, because when we were kids, we didn't even think about it. We would eat the heck out of all of those cereals, like the sugar cereals, and that was supposedly a nutritious breakfast. But now we know it's not.
They had lawsuit. I got money from that lawsuit.
Did you the breakfast
from
lawsuit?
that class action? I got like $27 from that
Oh
thing.
my God! So we're back in. This is the back half. I don't think we're that drunk in the back half. I think we're doing okay. Or are you feeling?
I'm feeling definitely.
Yeah.
Am. I don't know. I think you may have like a leak, like
A gas leak?
like a gas leak.
Really?
Every single episode we've done, like I feel like I'm getting a little more intoxicated more quickly. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It's like I feel like there's a gas leak that's getting bigger.
Okay.
So that's my what
And
I think is happening.
my lungs are accustomed to it because I feel great.
You live in here, so
And
you've
we
got it.
appreciate you guys so much for joining us. This is our weekly cocktails and chat. Ben, be honest.
Mhm.
How do you feel about the pop-in?
the pop in.
The pop-in, which is an unannounced visitor at your house.
Don't like it.
How about that? I've just decided I'm doing it with you. Like, I just can't stop doing it with you.
It's like once a week now. You'll at least
I'm
once
gonna
a
up
week.
it. I was gonna say I'm gonna up it to 2 or 3 times a week.
okay.
And Ben is so like a homebody. I mean, you really do. You got your part-time job,
Yep.
but then other than that, you just kind of cocoon there at your house.
Yeah,
You don't really do anything.
I do.
What?
I do. I
No,
read. I read.
Yeah, you read. So when I send you a text message and I need your attention for whatever reason, and you don't answer, I'm just doing the pop-in. I'm just driving over to catch you on your porch.
It's a bad idea.
It's a good idea, and I'm just doing it. I'm
Honestly,
not waiting
okay,
for you
if
anymore.
because your pop-ins, there's a little bit of like a warning. They're like, I'm coming over now.
Right.
That's a warning,
Mhm.
and so I can prepare for that because you live about 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
If you do just a pop-in, I might cry. I don't know.
I would do that just for fun for the podcast.
Just to
but
what? What are you
just-
gonna say?
just
You're
to
gonna
you.
Yeah, come on, say it. Come
No,
on, come on,
Rita.
come on,
Rita. Every time, yeah, Rita. But truly, with Ben, it's like we're in business together,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
We were unemployed, and now you believe that this Hello Danny Show enterprise, is going to turn into something.
Strongly.
And so I need Ben's attention, and he doesn't give me his attention,
Wait a
even though he has no job.
Eat it. No, because you're
That's true.
But yes, but a lot of the times when it's you need my attention, it's like, hey, can you do this in terms of like
In order to fund this enterprise. Now, this is real talk here.
Okay.
We're selling off my life. I am selling all of my worldly possessions, and Ben is getting a commission on those things. So so we're selling stuff on
Yes.
Facebook Marketplace and eBay
Yeah.
in order to fund our lives
Right.
while we look for a full-time job, and then this thing goes away.
That's true. But you also want me to like
This
pressure
thing
wash
goes.
your-
You didn't hear what I just said. I said
This
this
thing-
thing
oh,
goes away.
hang on a
How
minute.
did you not hear that?
It's the wine, dude. I'm telling you, or the gas leak. It's coming in strong.
Because Ben believes that this podcast is the thing.
I'll tell you one thing.
What?
This is going nowhere, and it's going nowhere fast. Wait, no, wait. This thing is wait. This thing
Why
is.
are you doing that? I sound
wait.
like I've got more hope
I
in our
didn't mean that. I swear I was not trying to make a joke right there. This thing is going to be so big, and
your initial thought was this thing is going nowhere.
That's what I said, but that's not what I meant to say. Is like it's not going anywhere. We're damn it. Hang on. It's not going to disappear.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
It's going to stay here. It's going to become huge.
Mm.
And if that means selling off your worldly possessions, sure.
But that's the thing. Yes. So we are.
Okay. All right.
We're funding this, and so we have the podcast is our main connection with you. But then on the other side of that, we need to make money to pay for all the
Okay,
stuff, right?
you're right.
And so Ben is helping me sell things,
Yes.
and he's doing an okay job.
I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing like a 2 out of 10.
I did bad on the first one. I did very bad on the first one.
But here's where there's how many items are you trying to sell right now?
Right. Well, okay.
Your
Hang on.
liquidation skills, you've sold 2 things, I think, out of maybe a dozen things.
Yes, but out of the dozen things, only about 4 of them are sellable because Danny just said, "Here's a box of things."
Yeah.
and a
They're
lot of them,
all sellable
no,
at the right price, but you try to price them too high.
no, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you
Hang on a minute. But Danny also he gave me like a brand new tablet, and I was like, "Oh, it's brand new. Like nobody's ever touched this." I opened it up. All the cables were gone. So it's just like this useless piece of device with no cables.
Well, I think it's under the paper.
It's not. I looked.
Oh, you
It's
did?
gone.
Okay.
I remember. No, it's gone. And then he gave me like a set of like computer speakers or TV speakers. Also, no cables. How am I supposed to sell a thing that doesn't have
your
the
own
things it needs?
cables. I don't know that you need cables. Who needs cables?
These are very specific cables that go to these devices.
I see stuff on Facebook
Anyway.
Marketplace. It's like, does not work for service only, and it's still getting bought.
And Danny,
So you need to put a cable into it. I think it's fine.
okay, all right, fine. But then there's also like a mug. You want me to how you want me to sell like a
Yeah, the mug is
brandless
really
mug?
useless. I just wanted it out of my house.
Figured
You
so.
can bury it in your yard for all I care. Bottom line is,
Okay, all
Ben is in charge of selling all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he knows that, and then he doesn't get it out of my house. So I had to take it on myself to drive the items to him to motivate you to sell the items because you weren't coming over to get the items. So I had to do the pop and I had to drop stuff off.
Okay, fine. All right. You know what? You can pop in. You get 5 more pop ins. No more after that. Okay. I'm gonna sell
I don't know.
your
It's
crap.
super fun.
And it's not super fun.
It's so great.
I
know your wife hates the pop in more than
That's
you,
what I was about to
more
say.
than you do. So I'm really gonna time it so that
you think that I'm gonna freak out a little bit. I used to be a pop in like fanatic, but then I got my wife in here
Yeah.
and she hates them so much, and now made me hate them so much. And now if you get there when she's there, oh man, your car's gonna explode. Because she's not gonna let you come back.
I don't know. I think she and I have a special relationship.
That's
She
true.
might allow the pop
She
in
does
for me.
love you. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun doing the pop in this week. I'm coming now, is what I said.
Yeah.
I'm coming now.
I had to like do things.
He thought he was going to get out of the pop in by telling me I've got to go to work in 45 minutes. I'm coming now.
It was on the way. I'm pretty sure you were already en route.
Probably was.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to leave because, again, it was like we're trying to sell this stuff. So I was just going to leave it on your porch.
And that would have been fine. I love a contactless drop off. But we have friends who also love pop ins, and those are unannounced, and they don't
Yeah.
let you know. Like even you may have not even talked to them in the last 48 hours, and they'll show up at
My
your house.
neighborhood is a neighborhood of pop-ins.
Yeah, it is.
Living in East Raleigh, it is a constant parade of people at my front door here.
I was
It's
I was
great.
here one day a couple weeks
I
ago.
know.
6 people showed up.
I know
I was
it's
like, what the hell is
nonstop. I
happening?
know it's
today?
not, and they're strangers, and they always have a story. You know, they always have. The best was the woman who needed money for pizza.
That's a I like
I say
that
the
move.
best, but there's so many. But yeah, she comes to my door and she goes, "Yeah, I'm staying a couple houses down, and I just need
What?
$20 for Domino's. My card doesn't work." Or she had some story, and she needed money for pizza.
And
Yeah,
yeah, you got it.
I think I gave her 5 though. You have all right. I'll
You
help
gave
you.
her-
I help you, but I ain't gonna get you all the way to your $20.
Honestly, if somebody came to my house with a story about pizza versus a story about, I don't know, feeding some kids,
Mm.
I would definitely give more money to the pizza. I respect pizza.
Now, when I had the house of people across the street that have since changed over, but they came, the one guy, Wayne, came over and he was very, very high. And he asked me for money because he needed to eat, and his money working Denny's wasn't going to be in on time. And so it was Friday and he didn't have any money for food. So I gave him $20 for food. The guy was so up that he came back 4 hours later
No.
looking for $20 for
He
food.
forgot he had?
Yeah, and I was like, Wayne, you already came here. I already gave you $20, and he's like, oh man, I'm sorry. I said, all right, fine. And so I just like got random food out of the refrigerator. I wasn't gonna give him more money
Oh.
because he wasn't
Is
using.
this the
money.
time you gave him like hot dogs or something?
I gave him open hot dogs.
Yeah, yeah. I bet he was very appreciative. I bet he was very hungry.
I don't think he needed food. I
Oh,
think
he
the
was
money
trying
was
to get
being
more
used for
drugs.
something.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
We
know that for
we don't-
sure.
We don't. You're right.
But certainly, but then there was another time. Remember, he came looking for socks. Happy to help you out.
Get
Need
that
a pair
man.
of socks? Fine.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know about that? It was
I
when
just find that so bizarre.
when President Biden was being inaugurated. I remember it so vividly. So I was like, had the TV on. I was watching the inauguration.
Was he
Like,
celebrating
middle of the
in
day on a
some-
weekday?
I need to put some socks on for this, man.
Well, no, but if you need socks, I will help you out with socks. If
Hell
you need
yeah.
food, I will help you out with food. If you need money, I'll give you some, but I'm not going to get you all the way there.
That's fair.
I'm not a.
I like that motto.
bank.
I like that that outlook on life.
Okay.
Food,
Good.
socks,
Good.
anything else you're on your own.
Just breaking within the last 24 hours. Robert De Niro is 79 years old
Dude,
and gonna be a dad again.
I thought my dad was banging. Robert De Niro's 80 years old. I mean, I do.
Because your dad is the exact same age, right?
He's
79,
yes.
gonna be 80.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Here are the parallels. 7 kids. You're one of 7.
Yes.
Well, no, it's not all your dad,
No.
but still,
Still, yes.
that's enough of a weird coincidence.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
That Robert De Niro is 79 and having another kid, to the fact that we just last week on this podcast talked about Ben's dad and his incredibly active sex life
Dude, I
at his age.
swear.
But he's having another baby.
That's wild.
I believe that. No, not just Robert De Niro. I think your dad
You
is.
think my dad? He
Yeah.
doesn't go after like younger women though. He goes after women his own age.
But
Like,
what if-
he couldn't go after a woman who could have a child. Is what I'm saying. I mean, he could, but
But
he's not.
that's not his type.
His type is
Yeah.
people his own age, which is
Okay.
great for him. I mean, great for Robert De Niro if he's having kids with,
That's just
a young
wild.
hot thing. But
Ugh.
it is absolutely bonkers.
It
is
is.
mind blowing.
It just is.
I know that my dad's not listening right now because he's in Israel in the motherland,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty sure he's still slanging that thing.
Yeah.
I know he is
Yeah,
because
Oh, what if he gets somebody pregnant over there?
man, Dad, just just be safe, okay? You don't need to have
Oh,
a
God.
bastard child out there. You know what I mean?
Well, at least you got a reason to go to Israel.
That's
you know,
true.
to visit your sibling.
Oh my gosh, that'd be cool. That would be. I'd be supportive of that. I
If
would
your
love that.
dad has another, do you want it to be another brother? Because you only have one brother and you got 5 sisters.
I would want it to be a brother.
Another brother.
Absolutely. I always wanted a younger brother.
Mm.
I've wanted a younger sibling. I begged my mom when I was growing up. I was like, please just have one more. Like, just do one more. I just want to be an older sibling. I want a younger sibling to I don't know, mentor or just
Were
like hang
you
out with.
not planned?
No, I
you
was
know-
planned.
You were?
I was
Okay.
planned.
Okay.
My middle sibling, she was the only unplanned, and she doesn't like to know that.
Usually it's the one at the end,
Yeah.
which you are. Usually that's the oopsie baby,
No.
but you're not.
It was my mom and dad's first child together. She was the oopsie.
Oh, the oopsie.
Yeah, but she happens to fall in the middle between
Mhm.
all the siblings. But yeah,
It's just so interesting when you know that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I don't know how I would react to know that I was an accident child because my wife, she was a
Well,
sorry,
you started it.
she was a
Now you
one night
got-
stand baby.
Oh,
Like,
wow. God, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
That's really a lot.
but then they got married. They got married.
Okay, all right.
They got
Yeah,
married
yeah, not one night stand, but just like out of wedlock.
out of wedlock.
Right. Which
Yeah.
happens all the time.
It was, but then they got married, but I don't know how I would react knowing that information. Oh God, I don't know if my wife's listening. I don't know if my mother-in-law's listening.
Oh,
My father-in-law's listening.
I'm going to help you by changing the. Actually, I'll let you change it. I know you have something else that you want to discuss with our listener
My
friend.
tummy hurts.
You don't have another thing you want to
I don't
discuss?
know.
That's okay.
I
I've got
don't-
more.
You tell me more. I'm gonna drink some of my wine while you tell me things. You said you did
I
hours
have
of
lots.
prep work.
I've got so many things. This is, we talked about, and I know a lot of people, and you may be very passionate about the fact that I don't lock the door to my house.
Mhm.
And just my dad was very upset about that. He commented on Facebook
Good.
that he was very upset that I do that. We never locked our door growing up. This was my upbringing.
But you were in small town like New York. Right?
I'm in small town Raleigh.
No, you're not.
I
Like,
am.
because I grew up in a very
I
small
know all
town.
my neighbors. They need socks.
And they find it. They rummage through your things. They probably are in your house when you're away and finding socks themselves. You
So
can't.
yeah, so it's one of those things where things just kind of work out for me. And with the specifically like the house being locked thing, when I lived in a neighborhood, there was what they call a rash of thefts. Like it was constant. There was a day I was driving home from work and doing the morning show. I was driving home at like noon, and there were two people walking down the street with a big screen TV with an HD, like a huge set. I called the cops. I'm like, hey, by the way, and they were stealing a TV and just walking it down the street. It was a rash of thefts.
That's bold.
So many of my neighbors got hit. I never got hit. And I may have been the only one who didn't lock their door.
That's
I'm just
wild.
saying.
That's a weird coincidence. But I don't think you should live by that. I truly don't
That
think
I
you
got
should.
my luck and now I need to stop having the luck.
Yeah, you did. You passed the test.
Okay, can I give you another example in the last calendar week just to make you nuts?
Dear God.
Because things just work out. If you have a positive outlook in life, things are going to work out.
Sure.
So it was last Thursday. So this is like I'm starting my little birthday celebration. My birthday was Friday, so it was like Thursday. And yeah, that's right, Nelson.
He knows.
You appreciate this
You
story.
got something to say about it.
And I went downtown. I was on my run. As you know, when I'm
Was this before the chicken fried chicken?
yeah.
Okay.
And so I stopped at a different place for lunch in the middle of I swear to God, I did the same thing
Wow.
last Thursday.
Okay.
And so I stopped at the Mecca restaurant, which is another kind of diner
Yeah.
place, Greek diner, for lunch. And so I sat there and I had a salad and a wine, right? So I'm thinking, all right, salad and a wine, lovely. Would you like another wine? Sure. So I had 2 glasses of wine and a salad. And since I'm on my run, I don't have my wallet.
Oh my God.
I have no wallet.
Did you have to do some dishes? Did you get your hands dirty back there?
I should have.
What
I should
happened?
have. The saving grace is even a Greek diner now has Apple Pay.
Oh, there you
So
go.
I was able to use my phone. But like when I told the guy, like I got nothing. I mean, just looking at his face, I could tell he was going to let me go, like leave on the honor system. Just be like, no, it's all good. Like that was just the vibe I was getting.
Well, that's good because
Yeah.
I bet in downtown Raleigh we were at the Mecca restaurant, the exact same restaurant, and some guy was like, "Hey, can you pay for my meal?" And I did, but it's like I bet they get that a lot.
Maybe he did what I did. Maybe I would have
Maybe.
had to ask him. No, but that
Maybe.
was one of those situations where I'm like, things just work out.
Yeah.
If you are positive, if you have a good outlook, things are just going to work out.
But I think it also helps that you're a witch, like you have like
The witchy
supernatural.
Do you want
You know
some
what I'm saying?
value out of the podcast today? Because
Yeah,
I
okay.
actually have a little
What you got, buddy?
witch work,
Let's hear
and I know we kind of toss it out there, and I don't remember your name, but I know one of you was like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah.
It means that there's some kind of spiritual connection that I, at some point, I got hit on the head and I got some kind of connection to spirit energy. I don't know. I don't try to explain it. I believe that it's all beyond our knowing. Whatever brings you closer to God or spirit, I think many paths, one truth, all good. It's just about the love. It is. It's just about the love.
You gotta love.
You gotta love.
baby.
And if you are going to have a great day, you need to start your day in the right way. And I've queued up an audio clip from a woman named Marianne Williamson. Do you know who she is?
Never heard of her.
She is running for president again. She ran for president last time. She's
did.
she's one of Oprah's people.
Okay.
She wrote a book as The Truth of Love or Rediscovering Love. Like it is, I think, the original Oprah Book Club book
Okay.
is Marianne Williamson. So she's another spiritual guru person. And I got this. I was listening to this while I was on another run.
It's a bit of inspiration for us. Is that what
It
this
may
is?
have been a run where I had some heavy food and wine in the middle of it. Maybe. I don't know.
You went to a Chinese buffet and
But I thought this was really profound, and it was about starting your day in the right way and what you need to
When
do.
we first wake up in the morning, that's when our mind is open to new impressions. Now, what do most of us do? You take a shower, you take a bath, you brush your teeth. Why do we do that? We do that because we don't want to carry yesterday's dirt into the day. But think about the parallel experience psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. We wake up in the morning. We read the news. We listen to the news on radio or television. We saunter out into the world. And then we're mystified why we're so depressed by noon. Now, why is it that I would wash off yesterday's dirt from my body, but I wouldn't wash off yesterday's stress from my mind? And with my body, at least it was just the dirt on my body. Maybe one other person's, maybe two.
Look out!
you don't.
Look out there. But I think that's a really good thought is that, you tend to go right into news, which is putting your mind in a negative place.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times social media is the
Social
same way.
media, that's what I was
right?
saying. Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the same thing. Like you lay in bed and you start connecting with that negativity and then you wonder, hey, why did I, have such a stressful day? Was I stressed out by noon? But you got to start your day in the right way,
So you're telling me I need to start showering in the morning as opposed to showering before I go to bed at night? Danny's really
I
upset
don't-
by
I
the
don't
fact that I
love-
don't shower in the morning.
No, I don't love the nighttime shower. I think it's kind of gross. I do.
Why is it gross?
Because you got all that night of sleeping and sweating.
I know, but you're going to bed with all the stank from before.
Then do both. Then if you must, you do both.
Okay.
But yeah, the morning shower. The morning shower. But that wasn't why I brought that to
I
you.
thought
It
you
was-
were trying to tell me to.
No,
You want me
no.
to
It's
shower in the morning. Okay.
no. It's much more important the
No.
mind stuff. The getting your brain in the right place, and that's why there's such a movement to try to push people into meditation. And I love it, but I would never push people into it. I think you can still start your day in a positive way, going for a nice run with music you like.
Straight to the chicken fried chicken.
Chicken
You
fried
run
chicken. Oh my God, you're
chicken
going to have a
fried chicken.
great day if you have a
Oof.
lovely breakfast.
Yeah, baby.
You are. You absolutely are.
Oh man, meditation is one of those things where it takes a lot of practice to get good. For me, I can't. I've tried.
I
I've
know.
tried it. I just can't meditate. I tried it 2 days ago. I was like, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to go on the front porch where it's peaceful, and I'm going to turn on a guided meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so bored. I
But-
just couldn't do it.
Why not try it without the guide? You just sit there with like some music on, or even just no music, and just breathe. That still works.
And just breathe.
yeah,
And then what?
breathe. That's meditation is never and then what?
I don't get it.
Meditation is never. Meditation is always just trying to be present.
And
So
then you-
by definition, meditation is never and then what?
Then you pick up your phone. Then you look at TikTok. I don't get it.
But it is interesting because I don't think everybody needs to meditate. I think you can still do positive
Yeah.
things and de-stress. Exercise. And you know me, I don't like exercise.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I do think exercise is a great way to de-stress and to get into a positive frame of
Definitely.
mind. I think exercise is great.
I think going off of that, exercising outdoors.
Yes.
I did that
Better.
the other day.
Mhm.
Like I took my little dumbbells outside to my
Mhm.
backyard, my
Yeah.
fire pit. I was just doing whatever workout I was doing, but I was outside and it felt better
Yeah.
because you could smell all the fresh air and you could just like
Yeah.
take it in. You
Yeah,
weren't
nature.
closed.
Nature is another one. Just any kind of go in your yard and look at the birds. That still counts as meditation to me.
Nature. Oh man, I love nature.
Okay, all right, all
Kiss
right.
me
all right, all right.
already. Oh, sorry.
I think we have had a wonderful time here with you today. And we are so excited about what's next, whatever that is. If it is a continuation of our podcast journey, if it's on the radio somewhere every day so we can connect with you on the radio, that would be awesome too. But for now, we're doing this. We're making food and we're chatting. That's how we're doing it.
And we're going to chug the rest of our wine.
Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, we're going to. Well, it's not that much. It's like
We're not chugging.
It's like 3 fingers.
You can chug if you want.
Okay.
While I say,
Peace out, bitches.
no,
When we
Sorry.
first wake up,
no.
What?
Now you got me. I'm like all
Sorry.
flustered. I'm
Sorry.
not hitting the right thing. Oh my goodness. Friend, we appreciate you too. Until next time, eat, drink, be friends.
Love you,
Oh, you didn't do it?
bitches.
Oh, you missed it. Damn it. Boom. That was a podcast.
Wowie.
God, because the light is so dim in here because it was bright before, so I look so sweaty.
God, it's only 8 o'clock at night.
Well, yeah, it's a weeknight. Hi, Tracy. How are ya, buddy? Hello, Whitney Willow.
Hey.
Miss you too, friend. Oh, yeah, Dawn. And that, you know what? It's funny that you say that. That was always my guiding principle. Doing a morning radio show, the guiding principle was doing everything I could to do that for you, to start out your day in a really upbeat, positive place. Because I had other people that would do morning radio and they'd be like, oh, I don't think I'm doing anything of value. I said, no, making people laugh to start their day is a tremendous benefit.
Doing what we were doing in terms of like entertaining to kind of kind of distract people versus what they could be watching or listening to with all the bad that's going on in the world. I think it's just
Marianne Williamson would definitely approve of the work that we were doing.
most def.
Because it was absolutely in the spirit of doing what we could to elevate the vibe and start the day in the most positive way possible. Oh, and then Nelson, by the way, in that last segment, wanted to be a part. He probably needs to go outside.
He had a lot to say.
Yeah, but I was very committed to, our
Oh,
time.
you know what we forgot?
But did
to
you
get
notice
to?
that? He was really full of himself. I told you that.
He was. Yeah, no, you're right. But also, we didn't get to it. Nelson had a gnarly puke.
He threw up.
Like as
Well,
soon as I walked in
sometimes
the door.
dogs do that. You've
Yeah.
got 2 dogs. They don't ever do
I
that.
know. No, they have. But what I do is I clean it up and I throw it in the trash can. Danny just lets Nelson eat the vomit.
I gave him the option.
No.
I think it's fine to allow
I think you
a
encouraged
dog
it.
a little time to see if they'll take it back in.
I'm gonna
Is that
call the
wrong? Is
Yes.
that wrong?
Yes, I'm
I don't
calling
think
the-
that's wrong.
I'm calling the cops.
I think that's not wrong. I think you're thinking about it like a person, not a dog. I think the dog is he wanted to eat it, and he did.
Yes,
and how
dogs
much-
also want to eat their own poo-poo, but you shouldn't let them do that either.
Would you would not have cleaned it up?
No, I almost threw up just looking at it for
So-
a second. You clean it up. It's clean it
You
up.
clean it up when your dogs do it, or do you have to wait for your wife to do it?
I have, but I'm lucky that most of the times they puke, Carson, my wife, is there, and she does clean it up because I just can't handle it. I just can't. I will throw up.
Well, guess what? Just wait, and then you
yeah,
don't.
I'm just
need to
thinking about it.
handle
It was so disgusting. It was a giant pile of vomit.
Yeah, Dawn says that she cleans it up.
You got to.
I don't. I mean, I do if I have to.
Come on, Nelson.
But sometimes you don't
want
have
a treat,
to.
Nelson. Eat your
Sometimes-
puke.
Sometimes.
Eat your puke, Nelson. It's disgusting.
Oh, thanks, Kara. One of the topics we didn't get to this week is when you change your make a drastic change in your appearance and then no one mentions it, which is exactly what happened with everyone in my life when I got my hair cut.
When did you get a
that-
haircut?
It's weeks ago now.
Oh,
It's like 4 weeks ago.
yeah, I
But-
noticed it. I'm sure.
But I think everybody hated it, Kara, and they would not mention it because they didn't like it. That's my theory, is if you make a drastic change in your appearance and people can't even manage, oh, that looks great, even in a phony way, then you really have done something wrong to yourself. And I think that's what people thought. But I'm happy with my hair being short.
Your hair looks good. What do you
Thanks.
mean? Was it longer than that? Was it much longer? than
You,
that?
I don't have any expectation with you.
Okay.
And
good.
most guys, I don't think, notice. They're not noticers. But women notice things. And when the women in your life don't make mention of it, then I don't know, it might be kind of off. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate that very much. And that's the goal. That's the the deal. And truly, there have been so many times when, Ben and I have been in situations where we're going through bad times, because of current events. And we have to get together and figure out a way forward for ourselves so that we can laugh and try to, break from what the bad news is personally or
Find
in the
balance.
world. Yeah. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Tammy. I know. But hopefully not too long. Hopefully in the not too distant future. You having a hard time reading that
I
one.
couldn't
The beauty is you're on camera.
Whoops.
Oh, guys. Well, I appreciate it. And so, yeah, make sure you're subscribing to the podcast. This will be live on Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. And then, of course, the socials are all at Hello Danny Show.
And maybe we'll be doing this twice a week.
Ben says that, but he also started our TikTok channel and has yet to post a single TikTok.
The TikToks are supposed to be of this. This is the
so
TikTok.
you need to do a TikTok.
I'll do a TikTok.
Okay.
Just
next week.
Do I do a dance? Is it whatever
Not
I
now.
want to do?
I'm not doing it.
I'm just
You're-
asking
you're
you.
doing
I'm just
You're doing
miming.
it on the camera
I
saying,
know.
Danny, you're going to edit this and make this into a TikTok, which I am not.
No. What
This
I'm
is on
asking
you.
you is it like I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
You're gonna figure
I'm
it
the
out.
TikTok social media manager, and that's my job. right
Exactly. And, on that moment of appreciation that we really have had a nice growth in terms of people coming to the Instagram and the TikTok. I mean, it's only like 160, but it was zero.
now. It went from 0 to 160.
100, maybe 170 by the end of this.
Give us a follow. It's
Chat.
at Hello Danny Show. At
And
Hello Danny Show.
The Instagram is up like 700, which I think is
What?
really important. Yeah, it's up 700.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool. We
Yep.
got a lot of people that are being very kind and commenting and routing people to us.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
I
and
thought
keep
you
doing
were going to say rooting us on, but you just said routing.
No, routing. They're
Routing.
routing.
Yeah, no, you
the-
guys
the
have been
stragglers
tremendous.
who
And
are like, whatever.
no, it's very true. And because we were talking on all of the iHeartRadio platforms, and then we had to like start over with personal stuff. So the more you engage and the more you share this stuff is very helpful to us. So the more you can do in terms of that, when it feels right, and we understand, you
pressure.
got to do other stuff.
No pressure.
But we'll meet back here, and we love you, and we'll see you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.